Hey everyone, if you're into modern muscle cars with a retro soul, you've probably been waiting for this moment for years. Well, it's finally here. The 2026 Plymouth Barracuda is back, and it's not just a throwback, it's a statement. In today's video, we're diving deep into what makes this car one of the most anticipated comebacks in recent automotive history. Whether you're a lifelong Mopar fan or just someone who appreciates bold design and raw performance, stick around. We've got a lot to cover. Let's talk about the first impression. The front of the 2026 Barracuda strikes hard with attitude. There's no mistaking this thing for anything else on the road. The design cues are clearly inspired by the original 70s model, but they've been modernized in the most aggressive Model Cs. The Loslong grille is wide and mean, flanked by slim LED headlights that seem to glare ahead like eyes in attack mode. The hood features a pronounced dual-scoop setup that's functional as much as it is menacing, channeling air into the engine bay for optimal cooling and performance. And just below, an integrated splitter helps improve downforce, while also giving the front fascia a race-ready appearance. Every inch feels sculpted for both aesthetics and aerodynamic efficiency. Moving along the side profile, you notice how the new Barracuda balances classic muscle proportions with modern performance lines. The long hood and short deck are pure old school, but the flared fenders and muscular haunches are unmistakably new. There's a dramatic character line running from the front fender, slicing through the door handles and ending above the rear wheels. Sits subtle but makes a big visual impact. The coupe sits low and wide on 20 or optional 21-inch forged aluminum wheels, wrapped in performance tires that grip the pavement with real purpose. Even the roofline slopes just enough to give it that fast-back feel without compromising rear headroom. There's a blend of heritage and innovation here that just works. Around back, the attitude continues. The rear of the car is where the retro-modern fusion really shines. A full-width LED taillight bar pays homage to the 1971 model, but adds today's lighting tech to create a signature nighttime look. Below that, you've got a subtle yet aggressive ducktail spoiler integrated into the trunk lid, not too flashy, but enough to let people know this car means business. And then there's the quad-exit exhaust system. Not only does it look fantastic, but the sound it produces is pure muscle. Lids, throaty, deep, and gloriously raw. Even the rear diffuser has functional design elements, aiding airflow management. Under the car at high speeds, now inside, things get interesting. The cabin of the 2026 Barracuda is surprisingly refined. This isn't just a brawler. It's a modern grand tourer. Step inside, and you're greeted with a driver-focused cockpit that still honors the car's muscle roots. Premium leather seats with contrast stitching hug you tight, especially in the optional performance bucket configuration. The dash layout is clean and horizontal, with brushed aluminum trim and a center console that flows smoothly into the dashboard. A 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster gives you all the vital performance data, customizable for track or street mode. The infotainment system is a 15-inch touchscreen running Stellantis' latest Uconnect OS, supporting wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and over-the-air updates. There's even an optional HUD to keep your eyes locked on the road ahead. What stands out is how well the Barracuda blends old-school aggression with 21st-century convenience. There are physical buttons for key functions like climate and drive modes, so you're not fumbling with touch controls while doing 80 on a winding road. And for those who appreciate sound, the optional 900-watt Harman Kardon audio system is an absolute beast. It'll drown out the roar of the V8 if you ever actually want to. Speaking of that V8, let's talk performance. Under the hood, the new Barracuda offers two main options: a supercharged 6.2-liter Hemi V8 pushing out around 720 horsepower, and a new 3.0-liter twin-turbo inline-six from the Stellantis Hurricane lineup. tuned here to deliver a very healthy 550 horsepower. Rear-wheel drive comes standard, with optional all-wheel drive for those looking to put down serious power in all conditions. There's even talk of a future all-electric CUDA variant, but that's still under wraps for now. Acceleration? The V8 version clocks 0 to 60 in a blistering 3.3 seconds. Quarter mile. Low 11s, maybe even high 10s with slicks. Handling is sharper than ever before thanks to an adaptive suspension system that tightens things up in sport mode, yet keeps things composed in everyday driving. Brembo brakes come standard on the V8 model, and trust me, you'll need them. It stops as well as it goes. Now let's get into pricing. The base Barracuda with the Turbo 6 starts at around $52,000, which honestly isn't bad considering the power and pedigree you're getting. Jump up to the full-fat V8 model, and you're looking at about $71,000 to start, with higher trims, like the CUDA SRT, pushing into the $80,000 range, especially when optioned out with performance packs, carbon fiber trim, and premium audio. It's competitive with the Ford Mustang, Dark Horse, Dodge Charger, Daytona, and even some entry-level BMW M models. But what the Barracuda offers is more than numbers. It offers soul. So, who is this car for? Well, if you're someone who grew up loving American muscle but don't want to sacrifice modern tech and comfort, the 2026 Barracuda is made for you. It's a muscle car that doesn't force you to choose between nostalgia and relevance. It's a daily driver, a track day warrior, and a future collectible all in one. That said, it's not the most practical car out there. Rear seat space is tight, and fuel economy with the V8 is ... Well, exactly what you'd expect. But none of that really matters when you're behind the wheel and that engine roars to life. If I had one suggestion for Plymouth, or rather Stellantis, it would be to keep the manual transmission option alive. As of now, only the Turbo 6 model gets a 6-speed manual. The V8 is automatic only, which is a bit of a letdown for purists. If they bring back a proper manual V8 setup, that could make this car legendary. To wrap this up, the 2026 Plymouth Barracuda isn't just a revival, it's a resurrection done right. It respects its past while charging full throttle into the future. Whether you see it as a spiritual successor to the Challenger or something entirely new, the Barracuda is a bold reminder that American performance cars still have something to say. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more detailed car content, and let me know in the comments what you think about the return of the Barracuda. Would you daily it, track it, or keep it tucked away as a garage queen? Either way, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next drive.